General Assembly has spoken.
The United Nations General Assembly overwhelmingly denounced Russia's military invasion of Ukraine, underscoring Russia's President Vladimir Putin's extreme international isolation, while demanding that Kremlin immediately cease its military offensive.
First of all, to put the vote in the UN in perspective, it is both overwhelming and I would even say historic. Go back to 2014 when the General Assembly pronounced itself on Russia's initial aggression against Ukraine. The votes in favor of that resolution were 100.
The General Assembly also asked Putin to immediately, completely and unconditionally withdraw all its military forces from the territory of Ukraine.
Today we call on Russia to stop its unprovoked, unjustified, unconscionable war.
In an extraordinary session, the 193-member Assembly adopted the resolution deploring in the strongest terms Russia's aggression against Ukraine by a vote of 141 to 5 with 35 abstentions. Some of Russia's stalwart allies, such as Cuba, Iran and Nicaragua, abstained on the vote, whereas Eastern European countries with close ties to Russia, such as Serbia and Hungary, voted in favor of the resolution. Russia was, however, supported by Belarus, Eritrea, North Korea and Syria. The vote marked an important diplomatic victory for the United States of America, which has led international efforts to isolate Russia at the United Nations and secured the vote of key Middle East allies. The United Nations Secretary-General Antonio Guterres said the General Assembly's message was loud and clear. In her speech, the U.S. Ambassador to the United Nations, Linda Thomas-Greenfield, told the Assembly that Russia was poised to intensify the brutality of its offensive and urged members to hold Moscow accountable for its violation of international law.
If the United Nations has any purpose, it is to prevent war. It is to condemn war, to stop war. That is our job here today. It is the job you were sent here to do, not just by your capitals, but by all of humanity.
The last time the Security Council convened an emergency session of the General Assembly was in 1982. Kamil Sadiq, CBA TV.